The conflict in Burma is as complex as it is long. With the military dictatorship in power, many in opposition are either imprisoned or killed. In most of the country, there is false peace due to the regime's ability to control dissent. However, in some ethnic areas, the regime army is still attacking the people. There are over 1 million internally displaced people and over 1 million refugees who have fled the country. This is a documentary on the shared experience of the refugees as they fled their homes, their villages, and finally their country in order to find a safer place that can offer them a chance to hope. Though we would like to talk to as many of them as possible to get their voices heard, we managed to talk to 3 of them who are now living in Indianapolis. They speak of their past with which they continue to live, they speak of their present in which they struggle, and they speak of their future for which they are hopeful.
Yemini so eskila you talo ne lera luku letno kosa yimita putra ga ai kwata hu phe tabuchi ko ne tablinia
ye yemi malle ma nake yani teme pakanyo ba ma yani cha ne yetira tara ne ulo chokona awra chokone patire tawda patopara pe hepo akila.
There are continual environmental destructions, HIV/AIDS epidemic, the ongoing laying of landmines, human trafficking, and religious persecutions. The regime's army extends their control over the ethnic minorities by building roads and camps in ethnic homelands, forcing people to relocate or flee into the jungles. There are documented forced labor and the use of rape as a weapon. Such practices by the regime instill fear in the people, young and old, men and women. And people hate to live in fear, and they seek every possible way to escape, though not all of them are fortunate.
Muda ne payo talk ne baba khire paketa do khate mo paha utaku yukone nakira pele ola the notary kosane po oluni yeni de kuto kuya kuisi kuine tado ke thora pakhe gadage pahe ole thamhin do khate sakham bune lama
o the blow le patwana we henu ani ka ba le yige lokwe a che ko to kha mo yo yeni ye the thinno a ba sa tana ke ta le thinno de pha ye ke te pya mo awera ta ni ne ba le pyo he ko ne ye te nya na mi ba ye ke lokwe le ye to ko de pha ba sa tana ke awe de chi cho ya pa le hi po ko po ta ga kla ne awera ma pa khu ro thu ko te ko ne mo pa ga mi ta ma ta na de mi ba ta na ke ne awe de min ba da pho ne a pho we khlo lo ma ti we da ta khwe ta ya le ko o mu no da ga ba ma ye ba le o we da le a chou bu ne khu la le yi phi.
Burma remains a distant home to many of the refugees who are now living in their third country, but it still is home. The bond that these refugees have remained strong with their homeland, in which they never really had a good time per se, and they always had to live in fear and flee for their lives all the times. They do not deny that their new life here in the United States is difficult enough that they might not be able to go back to their homes, at least not in a foreseeable future.
Imi batera pehule patiba kola ditala patiba ko ne mabla ne pata chesi kola hamle ne patinogi bitalo takle bidu so le po pleli le po chawali abo ke te phe ba ha le de bo buda le ne patinogi la hamle ne po phe ne ara takwa khe udra ki ra po me di peli bala ro pa ko lu da bo e to kla ne pe ulle patiba ko buda Patira pa atu pe awa pe tirpa လက်တကပါစီကောနေနော်ပတာအုံမှုနေပတာထောက်လာစီလာလည်းကိတော့တင်တော့ဒါလားနော်ပတာလောတာကလေးပတာဥတာချောက်လည်းတင်တော့လား
ရဲ့ဥဖေနေတက်ကွက်တရနေကြီးဦးလာယမာဒါဦးလာတဲ့ထောက်ဖို့နေရတက်ချက်တော့နေယမာလော်လေယတမာဦးလာတဲ့ယမာကျဖို့တာမယတဲ့တော့ဥတာထဲတကားပါမယမီဥထဲတကားနေမယအိုတမှုအမယမီဥတကားနော်တနာရီခိနာရီနေတတယတညောလောပါရလော
Yet they let the bond to live on. They are concerned about the villagers back home. They wonder how people are doing. They hope the children are safe and will be healthy. Those who left their elderly parents are nervous about the survival of their parents, and they hope that there will one day be peace in that land.
You may let that blue Tico de Bivane, Alua Laura Yadi Uluma, Bakara Utati Pane, Kamita Chocolate Hellesi Hura, Sumo, Ablola. Sara Kabula Yaba Henny, either Yeta Muni, Yakatuloida Fair, Wabakova Kedel on it to meet a Yoba. No, the Nyosi color, the Risi color you pull, you leave it for a goba. What a delay with the Talua, you should tell you can hear more.
Pacatezela, you hold American a murmur. Bamleda Taka, like I said, a balobasa, Babatama, Naki, Banibatama, a henula, a heart on a Yalatamo, Tramuma.
A lot of toy in a Pacanyopo or no more, where they look at my show, don't do you more? Or when you imagine where they may battle, Catitra Omna, you did to mill park, you have a certain night, your clerk or what is it? When I did a Paco Yalama, when you imagine where they.
At the end of the day, there are still many people who remain in that homeland, from a land of freedom, United States, while undeniably enjoying their ups and downs as they struggle in their new life. Refugees wonder if they would ever be able to go home. When asked, they say they hope so.
Mimi you get chat up and you are the Nemutini, how do you bataki, Pachada, you put a wall, Uti Lilibani did a pap, a homo. A when how do you delay, how do you cook less? You cook less than I get to Lama.
Nagi Mutini, Yanagi, Behe order, Pachumune, Pagasubachi, then need to brought it to Jemo. I couldn't, but she called me a mer. The Pakemiti Taquetayami, Bemini citizen, Yaki had to bloma, but Miki Owen in Yachumuting Yova Modramu, Basatanake, but they not Talota Glene, a semi beaten in it, Yaki Hagadaki.